In the land of digital gold, TA with TI Joey Bold. Charts light up as we unfold. Trust the signals, watch it grow. Technical analysis with trade intuition. Every move like a seasoned magician. Crypto life, no intermission. Piper Academy, never the mission.
All right, guys, Piper Academy, that's where it's at. I should have rebooted my computer and I completely forgot, but let's see how bad it goes. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Bingo bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time it is your time, it's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. This was from earlier on my stream. We went 78x long, and then I was kind of doing longs and shorts. But then we went up here, then we went up here, then they got closed out, both in profit. So I took a short here, and my stop loss got hit on my short. No, I ended up closing my short. I should have left it open, but I ended up closing my short, and then my long got hit, and then I went long somewhere here, I think. But right now, this is my long. So how do we do this, guys? How do we do this? Well, for one, it's with very little money. Very little money. There's no way I'm going to trade with a lot of money. 78x leverage. That's just crazy talk. Craziness. But let's go ahead and see what we got. Before we do any of this, let us go to the crypto bubbles. Oh, we gotta love the bubbles. So happy you're here, guys. So happy you're here. Let's go ahead and say hi to the chat. Say hi to the chat. We have username. Username is first. Thank you, username. You're the best. You're the best. Rib chat all day long. Let's go. We have Alexandra G in the house. Thank you so much, Alexandra G, for being here. Alexandra G is second place. And of course, we have K Diggity. K Diggity made it. Thank you, my man. Thank you so much for being here. K Diggity also gets a round of applause. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. We got Rib Chat going pretty good, pretty strong. We got Jesse in the house. What's up, Jesse? Appreciate you, man, for being here. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, issues, let me know. Let me know. And that way we can go ahead and answer those questions for you. We're going to look at crypto bubbles in just a second, liquidity, also how I trade. And then we're going to talk about risk management for a moment. So we're going to do that as well. All right, going down the list. Got a lot of chat going. I absolutely love it. Let's see here. Hey, we got Lost on Crypto, my man. Lost on Crypto. What's up, man? What's up? Thank you so much, guys, for smashing the like. You guys truly are the best. You guys are the best. So here, going down the list. Okay. Let's see here. That's what we doing, drinking that little bubbly later. Nice. Very nice. All right. So once again, if you do have any questions, please let me know. This is 1 hour of free mentorship. So instead of paying somebody $99 an hour to answer your questions, do it here. Like, this is what this stream is for. This is the Trade Academy portion of the Piper Academy network. We do this every day, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to sharpen your skills. There are some traders that are newer to trading, and there's some traders that have been here for a while. They're seasoned traders. Now, some traders don't like the way I trade because I trade in the most simplistic form. I take away all the complicated terms, just trading truly is as difficult as you make it. It truly is. So what I do is I strip down all the complications and I give it to you support, resistance, and trend lines. Now, there are a lot of times where I don't draw the trend lines. I draw them with my eyeballs. If they're needed, I'll put them on the chart. but I like my charts nice and clean, as y'all have noticed. All right. Moving down the list, going down the list. We got Melissa in the house. Melissa, so happy you're here. So happy you're here. K Diggity, my man. See here. Donato, I guess. I can never say that name. Gabriela, what's up, man? What's up? Big D, what's up, Big D? Appreciate you, man, being here. Freezy in the house. What's up, guys? Once again, my goal, my mission, my job, my duty is to make you money. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. Now, if I make friends along the way, great. But if not, hey, I'm just here to make you money. So hopefully y'all are good with that. If you are, definitely smash the like. See here. I'm afraid to click on this. I'm going to click on it before reading it. I have a question. When did you discover Uncle Jesse and myself were the same person? Oh, that was maybe about a month into y'all giving gems. Like you would give crazy gems, and then your other personality, Uncle Jesse, he would give crazy gems. Now, sometimes these gems, I'd be like, no, I don't like it. It doesn't do anything. I don't know why it's, I just don't like it. A week later, went up 100, 200%. And it's like, okay, y'all guys know what y'all are doing. You know what you're looking at. And not only were you doing it, but also your other personality, Uncle Jesse, was doing it. And I was like, these are the same person. And sure enough, turns out to be, I was right. I was right. Let's see here, going down the list. You're blowing up the chat. I love it, guys. I love it. Make sure to smash the like. Darren Dusting says, I'm here just lurking. Hey, it's all good, brother. As long as you smash the like, it is all good. All right, Alexandra G in the house. Very good. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. This is the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we have Pi up 21%. I believe Pi was asked about, I think it was yesterday, the day before, from, I believe, Jesse. Jesse, your username, whichever account you had at the time. But Pi is up 21% on the daily. We also have IP. IP is one that we are looking at. I believe Jesse gave this one. I still have that, and I'm looking at that. Let's look at the hourly. Is Bitcoin going up or down? Without looking at Bitcoin, even though we just did, I'm going to say Bitcoin's going up. And we saw the Bitcoin was kind of going up. Let's look at the liquidity heat map. Let's go ahead and refresh the page. We're going to go on the 24-hour. Why is this important? Well, it's to see where the market makers might move the price action. Don't really see anything. I mean, we have a lot of little liquidations, 20 million, 14 million. That stuff's boring. Stuff's crazy boring. Who wants? Let's talk about 80 million, 90 million, 100 million. Nothing really. And then we have some kind of down here at 80.5. It's 48.88 million. Let's go to the 12-hour time frame. Hey, we got K Diggity, username, RS Miller. RS Miller, my man. What's up, buddy? What is up? We have a pretty nice heat up here at $46.58 million at 84.6. So this is saying that we might come up before either continuing down, or maybe this is the start of the uptrend. We need to break higher highs. Let's go to the heat. Let's go to the liquidations. Total liquidations on the 1 hour. We have more shorts getting liquidated because price is going up. 4 hour, we have more longs liquidated. No, I'm sorry, more shorts. On the 12-hour, more longs. On the 24-hour, more longs. So it's kind of flipping and flopping. Now, how do I trade? I trade using smart money concepts. This is using supply zones, demand zones, market structure, such as break of structure, change of character, order blocks, fair value gaps. This is how I trade. I also use the ICT. This is the inner circle trading, known as composite man trading, market makers, smart money, liquidation levels, liquidity. This is what I also trade as well. Now, I use all these trading styles without saying all these complicated words or additional words you have to memorize. I break it down really, really easy. So this is how I trade. Now, speaking about trading, I went ahead and put this in Grok. This was asked on my channel, Trade Intuition. And of course, there I do go live Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel. Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to start changing it to 4 o'clock. That way we can push our people to Crypto Billy at 5 on Sundays. But this is where I go live on my channel. The question was, if I have $1 and I want to do leverage or just a straight up spot trade, and what is my stop loss? What should it be? Well, it depends. If you're only going to risk 1% of your portfolio, for example, $1 or $50 or even $100, well, then you're only going to risk 1 cent, 50 cents, or $1 if you're doing 1% risk, 2%, 3%. Now, of course, all the books out there, they say to do, 1 to 2% risk. Now, when I first started doing this, I thought this risk, what it was that's how much I could trade. Like if I had $100 and I want to risk, 2%, I thought I could only trade with $2. That's not the case. This is what my stop loss would be. My stop loss would be $2. And it took me forever and a day to realize this. And trade with only 1%, 2% risk. So man, I'm not going to trade with no $2. I got $100. Or if it's $1,000, I can trade no $20. Like I'm here to make money. There's no way I'm going to make money doing that. However, if let's say you had a $100 account, you can put the whole 100 into the trade as long as you only lose $2. We're going to go over some examples of this to kind of show you how to do this. If you only had $100 to trade. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Let's bring up some of this chat. Let's see here. Username says, Tradester Joe, when did you learn Piper likes Mercis? I never knew that. Y'all were talking about it when you went on the cruise. Why? Piper. There's only one person who can have a Merce and be cool with it. And that is Andrew Tate. Some of you might not like him. Some of you might love him. But he is the only one who gets a pass. Nobody else gets a pass. Nobody. BitBoy, Army, nobody gets a pass. The only one who can do it is Andrew Tate. Because I know for sure he can kick anybody's butt who makes fun of him. And I won't make fun of him. Nope. Everybody else, don't do it. Don't do it. Not financial advice, just advice. Don't do it. Let's see here. Jesse says, I love PI because my Pi is all for free because I mined it. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right, going down the list. American Pie. Yeah, that was a good movie. What I want to see is I want to see Castaway. I want to see that. I was watching some videos as I'm doing, research on crypto. And then it came up because I watched a movie last night or after my live stream. We didn't finish the live stream till like 3 or 4 in the morning. I forget what it was. And then I was watching, on the other screen, I was watching Snowden as I'm charting and taking care of my group. And now Castaway, that I saw little clips of Castaway. So hopefully today I can watch that. We'll see. See here. Does anyone have a node at home? Just curious. A node for which one? Pi? There's a lot of nodes you can do, and some of them are easy to do, and some of them are hard to do. I forget what program you have to do, but you have to put code, and all the code's there for you, but then you got to update it and everything else. And let's see here, going down the list. Okay. Sin, we got Sin in the house. What's up, Sin? Appreciate you, man. Indiana Jones. So this was funny. I actually saw, I don't know if they made another Indiana Jones, but I saw the last Indiana Jones a few years ago, and I was in the theater, and at the very beginning of the movie, Indiana Jones, you know, the enemy or whatever is there, and it's dark, and they're in the Jeep, and they're going down the whatever they're going down, and he gets his lasso, and he brings it up, and he starts swinging, and then it shows the Jeep, and then it shows him swinging, then it shows the Jeep, and it shows him swinging, and I'm like, he's not gonna make it. It shows the Jeep, and it shows him, it shows the Jeep, and it shows him, and and then now the camera's like kind of zooming in on both of them, and then you can see he misses. I was like, that's good. That's good. He's not as young as he used to be, not as quick as he used to be, and now it's just like perfect. I was like, that's a good one. Let's see here. See here. See. Joey Tribbiani, I guess, gets a pass. I don't know who that is. I'm pretty sure if I saw him, I would see it, but I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Not fashion advice. There you go. There you go. Castaway is a good movie. Yeah, I've seen that movie like 4, maybe 5 times. Yeah. Yeah, and it's so crazy too, because you think a lighter and a knife, like how easy those that we have available at all times, a flashlight. And then when you're on an island, like you don't have you have nothing. Like you gotta make stuff. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. See here. And volleyball. See, Tom Crown was talking about Pi and said you can mine it right from your phone. Yes. Let's see here. Going down the list. Going down the list. Crystal Skull. Yeah. This new one sucks. So I don't know if that's the new one that I saw. I'm not sure. See here. Yeah. Yeah. The one movie that I love to see is the one where he's a doctor and he gets convicted and then he ends up escaping and then proving some Harrison Ford's in that, and that other guy, Tommy Lee Jones, he's in that one. I like that movie too. Wilson Art, what's up, my man? Here, going down the list. Good. All right. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Let's get started. Let's take off these crypto bubbles. Hopefully my computer stops revving up. Let's go to this Bitcoin. Let's zoom out. This is what I thought was going to happen when we were here. We ended up going long on my channel. We ended up going long, and I'm thinking it was going to come up to here, but it came up to here, started coming down. Then I ended up taking a short, and then I closed my short here. Why, I have no idea. But I should have let it run. And it came all the way down here, right? And this is where I was thinking it was going to come down to. And then I ended up opening along, I think here. And then now we're doing all right. Now we're doing all right. All right. So let's go ahead and take this off. Let's zoom out. Right now we're on the 5-minute time frame. 5 minute. Let's go to the daily. Let's look at the daily. Daily time frame. Let's take off this junk so we don't get confused with what's going on. This yellow line is my 200 SMA. 200 SMA. If you haven't already, guys, definitely smash the like. Smashing the like does help support the channel. We do this every single day, trying to get, well, Monday to Friday, trying to get, and we do very well, 100% likes. And we can only do it with your help. You are the only way we can do it. On the daily time frame, we are underneath our 200 SMA. Now, regardless of what time frame I go on, this will always be the daily, just to let you know that. So when we switch, we did have a candle close underneath the 200 SMA. A lot of traders look at this, and this is bearish. Then we had another day close underneath it, another day close underneath it, but it closed above its open, reason why it's green. We have under 4 hours to go to see if we can break above it. Now, whenever we break below the 200 SMA, that does not mean we're going to 50K or 10K or 8K. It doesn't mean that. We've broken below before. Here, we broke below it. Then we broke above it. Then we broke below it. Then it was resistance. Then we broke above it. Then below it. Then resistance. Then above it. Then below it. Then resistance. Then above it. And then moon mission. Let's go. Now, one thing that I would strongly recommend is consider these. They are a level of support resistance, but they're not strong. They're not strong. This is an average, hence the name, moving average. This is an average of the candle body closes. This just means that the average was here. The price can do whatever it wants. It can go up, it can go down, but the average closes was right here. So in a sense, this is a form of support resistance, but I treat it as a level 4 from 0 to 10. These levels right here, these are extremely strong, powerful. These are an 8 from 0 to 10. There's nothing that's a 10, because if you have a 10 as a support resistance, you get a bias that it cannot break, or can't break resistance or can't break support. All right. See here, Long says, can we look at move? Yes. So I think that's the first one. I'm going to double check. Today is 3/12/25. Going to look at move. Very nice. Going in the list really quick. If you have any other coins, guys, let me know. If you have any questions on how I do what I do. Now, I'm in a lot of groups, paid groups, free groups. And there was one group that I visited yesterday, and somebody says, I don't like how Joe trades. All his calls are wrong. All his thought process wrong. And so I encourage, like, if you think that my stuff is wrong, challenge me. Ask me questions. Let's get a discussion going. Not so much a debate. Let's get a discussion going. And I actually invited him. I said, what do you think I do wrong? But let me know. But let me know in the live stream so I can address it and not only, help you understand what I do, but also others. And that's why at the beginning of the shows, I show you that I do inner circle trading, the strategy, along with smart money concepts, because that's how I trade. Support, resistance. And he says he never uses trend lines. I do trend lines, but I use my eyeballs for that. I like my charts clean. If I need a trend line to show everybody else what I'm looking at, then I'll put it. But normally I don't put them on there. I like having my charts clean. Let's see here, going down the list. Okay, I don't think I'm missing any questions. Okay, I believe move was our first one. Melissa says, at these prices, I can start accumulating alts again. Glad I've been patiently waiting. Yep. See here. Melissa says, did somebody really say that? Yeah, they did. They said that they don't like the way I trade. And then somebody else said, well, he just trades differently. It's not so much that you don't maybe not like it. It's different, which it is. It's very simple. And a lot of people, and this is just a trader versus, and I have people who are mentor status that don't like the way I trade. It's okay. Everything that they use, I can show you based off of the price action, and I can tell you what your indicator is going to do or what it did just on the price action. And they don't like that. They really don't. Now, am I the best? No. Do I lose? Sure. But I can see it in the price action for the most part. Do I know how it's going to go all the time? Nope, sure don't. Why? Because we're trading against people. People are spontaneous. People are fearful. They trade with emotions for the most part. And if it was a program 010101, well, everybody's going to know the next series is 010101. But since we're trading against people, starts breaking down here, everybody gets fearful. Maybe the market makers are pushing it down. Bloop, comes down. So, but yeah, there was somebody who said that the other day. I was like, yeah, man, come on my shows, dude. Like, I don't ban people. I don't, block people. Like, I encourage questions. I encourage you to challenge me. Why do you do this? And that's not how you do it. This is how you do it. Okay. Well, you may want to watch 80 hours of videos to explain, let's just say, for example, the anchored VWAP. For me, I'm going to explain it in under 10 seconds. This is an anchored VWAP. A VWAP is the average volume, and if the price is above it, it's good. If it's below it, not good. There. I don't need 30 hours of videos to explain this. I just explained it. If this is more of a momentum, this is more of a gauge, a health gauge. If price is above it, great. If it's below it, not so good. All right, moving on. Let's go and take that off. Let's go ahead and see what else we got. See, tell me who, Joe. I got you. Tell me who. Let me at him. Let me at him. No. But like I said, some people like me, some people don't. You know, the way I trade and the way I don't. So it's, to me, it's all good. Like, there's no right or wrong way of trading. Well, unless you're losing a lot, then it's wrong. Or maybe it can be adjusted, tweaked, you know. But this is what I do. I draw boxes. I see zones. I see levels. I see trend lines. And I know all this stuff gets respected. It gets respected until it doesn't. And I hate that saying, but it's so true. Support will be support until it's broken. Resistance will be resistance until it's broken. Moving on. Pi Network is number one trending at the moment, up 22%. Nice on the daily. Very nice. We got Wix Wi-Fi 89 in the house. Thank you guys. Thank you for smashing the like. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. See here. Username says if someone doesn't like Tracer Joe, then I don't like that. My man. I have a story time for y'all, but I don't know if it's like I can do it on my channel. I don't know about doing it, but let's see here. Let's see here, going down the list, seeing if we have any questions. Yeah, and like for me, like it's all good. People don't like the way I trade. Oh, then that's fine. You know, no biggie. But let me know why. Why don't you? Because it's too simple. That's why a lot of people don't like it, because it's too simple. Too simple. See here, going down the list. Okay. Okay, going down the list, reading y'all's chat. All right. Let's see here. Long C says, what is the longest you have ever stayed in a long after it moved to a higher macro level and have no issue of being liquidated because you added margin and got liquidated down to zero? Ouch. 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 Okay, so that's a great question, man. For that, you need to join my group to get the answer. Just plain, I hate when people do that. Oh my gosh, do I hate when, you have a very great question. I go over that in my group. Join my group. Man, get out of here. Just, you don't know it? What's going on? I will answer that question. That's a great question. So leverage, adding, then liquidated. It's a great question, man. To zero. We're going to cover that. See here. If you have any other questions, guys, let me know. Let me know. Okay, going down the list. Save it for later, Joe, because when you start talking, you just go on and on and on, and then we never finish. Then we run late. Oh, wait. That was a summary. Sin says, Joe, you talk too much. Dang it. Sin says, save it for later, Joe. Love a good story. See here, you should add those words, story time, to your nighttime show in the subject. I used to have a, man, there's another story right there. It's too many stories. I got too many stories, guys. But yeah, I used to have a thing that it would have me up close and then have a thing around it saying story time. But I don't do that. Special like, guys, special like, we can only get to 100% if you do it. Not the one next to you, but if you do it. The other story time. We need a story time soundbite. We do. We do. All right. So let's go and get started. We're going to have Bitcoin on the daily time frame. Our key zone. I'm always going to be bearish on this. I'll still go long. I mean, heck, I'm on a long right now. But for long term, macro, the bigger picture, I cannot get bullish on this until it breaks this level. This is my zone, 94 270 91965. This is my zone. Once it breaks above this, gets a retest, then I'm going to start going bullish on not only Bitcoin, but the market in general. Right now, as long as it's underneath this 91,965, bearish. Bearish. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a possible, there's several things that could happen. We don't know until it does. It could come up. Let's draw this out. It could come up to about here, about 50% of this move. Could come up to about here and then break the trend line. We need this trend line to hold. We do, man, we do. But if it breaks, there's a pretty good chance we're going to break this as well. Come down here to our 71,780-ish area. So it's more along this box, 73 to 68. But I just picked the middle, about 71,780, before we potentially bounce up. And then we start moon mission. Get ready. Get ready. That's funny. We need a story time emoji. What would the picture be? Because that'll be great for my channel. Like a book. A book would be good, right? For a story time. I need to do that for my channel. So anytime I do a story time, everybody just loads up the chat with story time. Let's see here. So emoji, story, book, emoji, story time. I like it. I like it. See, moon mission, guys. A moon mission. There you go, books. Like it. Yeah, I used to have Pillow Talk. Ooh, Alexandra G knows. I used to have Pillow Talk. And that's actually a story right there for Pillow Talk. Let's see here. Yeah, so it'll be too small. It'll be too small for the words. But let's see here. Let's see here. What does this one say? Long C. The dude know I exist, but he better not watch my show, because if he does, he'll start crying. We all know how emotional he is. Let's see. K Diggity says it would be two kids sitting next to a fireplace in. Okay. So I could have like a PNG file, probably. Yeah, so yeah, definitely, yeah. It has to be like a PNG file, and then everybody did thing. Let's see here. See, how do you get your phone to send a sound if the level is hot? Like an ear, a Frank Candles channel. I need it. I don't understand this question. How do you get your phone to send a sound if a level is hit? Oh, you just go to, you have to have, I'm guessing TradingView on your phone, and then having it active, like an active window. And then when the level hits, hopefully it goes on your phone. All right. So this is what I'm thinking as far as, possibly more downside. Now, if we get an upside, it'll be the bounce more than likely off of this trend line. Then we need to break this level, come up here, possibly do an equal or a lower high. Then breaking this, but about 50% of this level, about here, before potentially doing this. Boom, let's go. Moon mission. Let's go. Hey, Just a Sub is here. What's up, man? Thank you for not being a stranger. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for smashing the like. The likes do help support the channel. So this is what I'm thinking as far as Bitcoin goes long term. Now, as far as the micro, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Right now, of course, this is where we had entered it initially. Then it ran up. Then it came down. Oh, so yesterday, was this or yesterday? I think this was yesterday when we entered along. Man, it stayed doing nothing forever. Was it right here? forgot where it was at. No, this was on a 15-minute time frame. Wherever it was at, it did nothing forever for like 8 hours. And then it finally moved up. I moved my stop loss into profit, and then it eventually came down. So I ended up shorting as well. Let's see here. But as far as this goes, I mean, I could close out my trade and we can do another trade, but right now I'm gonna let Bitcoin go. We'll do another trade. We'll do another trade. This one still looks good. You know, if it comes down, hopefully it comes down to here. I don't know where my stop loss is at. Stop loss is in profit at 82,109. So this is where my stop loss is at. 82,109 for this current trade. I moved, it's in profit already. Barely in profit. It was just above this. So 5-minute time frame. So I entered here on this, I believe on this bounce. And it's barely above it. So we'll see. If it comes down, there's a strong chance I get stopped out. I should take some profit though. Let it ride. Let it ride. Let's go. Let it ride. I don't want it breaking this level. Breaks that level, I'll probably start taking some profit. We'll see. Right now we're at 109%. 109. Let's see here. Oh yeah, so we're gonna look at move. Let's look at move. Let's look at move. Let's go over here to this. See here, we're looking at Polygon ecosystem, which is known as the Matic. Move, USDT, and that's it. I was going to do futures, but we'll just do regular. Not looking good. Now, there are people that will say, oh yeah, right now it's doing this number, you know, you can enter it now. I wouldn't. It's too risky. It broke this level. Like, it actually broke this zone. So I don't like that zone. I like here to here. And we're gonna zoom in. We're gonna see why I picked this area. Look at all these candle body closes. Candle body close, candle body close, candle body close, candle body close, wick, candle body close, candle body close. Y'all see all that? This top level is very strong. Very strong. And because that's very strong, for me personally, I don't want to enter until it breaks that level. Because what could happen, price, if it bounced here, which I don't think it will, could get rejected. Boop. And then maybe travel in here until it boop, comes down, takes this. This is a fair value gap right here. And then either come up or get this area of liquidity, which is basically just a buying pressure or buying wick. We have this right here. Price could come down to. We have, and nobody knows. Let's put it on our magnet tool. Let's go from the top of candle 1 to the bottom of candle 3. The gap that is candle 2 is known as a fair value gap. And what do I have? Right in the middle. Boom, right there. Let's see here, going down the list. Bitcoin seems slow right now. Yeah, very true. Very true. See, Artist Miller says, off work. See you all later. Got a border collie that is telling me to get out of here. That's funny. That's funny. See, Just a Sub says, have you heard of VIX? Yes, I sure have. I don't use it. I heard about it, and we're going to go over that in just a moment. I always forget what it's supposed, like, I know if the level is high, or I think, I haven't done it in like years. If the level is high, then it's time. Then the alts go. I forget. Let's see, insignificant space. That's why. Let me clear up some space really quick. I was wondering why my computer was so slow, and I should have checked this beforehand. I'm gonna delete a bunch of my videos. My videos, man, they take up a lot of space. And I don't delete my videos because my anticipation, or rather my goal, is to edit the videos into shorts. The only problem is it takes so long to do it. And well, I don't do it. I had hired somebody to do it, but it was costing me a lot of money. And finally, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait till the market gets better. But I knew I should have deleted this stuff. That's why the computer's been acting up, I guess. So now I just cleared up a lot of room. Oh yeah. Now it's good. All right. Let's see here. What else? Let's see. Yes, I heard Army Piper talking about it, how it shows volatility or something like that in the market. It's on Trading View. Yeah, and we'll go over that too. I wrote it down already, but I don't know what it does. I forgot what it does. One of my buddies, he showed it to me. Alexander G says a VIX above 20% equals Chop City. There you go. Above 20% Chop City. Okay. Very nice. Let's see here. So for move, I would wait. I would wait for it to break this level. So I would set my alert right here. Set alert. 0.5168. The 4-hour candle must close above this level right here. If it closes underneath it, this is a no. Don't do it. So this would be a yes. And this would be a no. Let's change this to a green. Boom. So you want it to close above it, not below it. See here, username says, who can guess what I am having for dinner and what I'll be watching? I'm going to say ribs, and you'll be watching your financial advisor. That's what I'm saying. So it won't be me. It'll be probably Treyfly. I'm really happy to see Treyfly doing streams again. I was like, man, when he said that he wasn't because of work, but I guess he's off, so he's been doing some streams. See here. Not sure about percentage, but I remember saying 20 for sure. Barbed wire. What's that? Barbed wire. Movie? Barbed wire. Who's barbed wire? I don't know. Castaway. I want to watch Castaway. I do. Let's see here. Okay, and for move, I mean, move looks very bearish to me. Extremely bearish to me. Do we look at it on the daily? Okay, yeah, it's just coming down. Like, truly, it needs to break this level. Like this, once it breaks this level, now we can start thinking bullish. So we'll do this one in yellow and we'll make it really thick. Once it crosses 0.5288 and the 4-hour candle close above this, this is good. This is really good. So let's go ahead and copy, paste, paste, paste. Let's do this right here. Whoops. This right here and this right. So above this level is really good. Give you a heads up. See here. LOL, it's a movie, old school. Barbed wire. That's the name of the movie, or that's in the movie Old School? Joe, you're digging too deep. But Old School is is it Old School with Frank the Tank? That's a funny movie. Barbed wire was legendary as a kid growing up. Oh, okay, barbed wire. It sounds familiar. Wild Things too. Can we do fibs to see how high? Midterm, yeah. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. With fibs, so let me go ahead and hide some of this stuff. With fibs, it just depends on how high and how long you're willing to wait. That's what fibs do. Because watch, I'm going to show you something. And this is why people don't like me. This is why people don't like me. So what I would do, I don't need fibs for this. I can see that I have a level right here. Let's do a white and a 1. I can see I have a level right here. I can see I have a level, I guess right here. And we'll do this. This is more of a zone, but we'll do this level. Okay. This is why people don't like me. What I would do, I don't need a fib retracement. I just set it in my levels right here. So here, what you can do is you can sell 50%. And then let me copy this, then paste, paste, paste. Do a level right here, a level right here, and then one. And we'll go right in the middle, right here. These are some of the targets that I would do. Now, if you want, you can do a fib. Now, never, ever use the very first candle when it gets introduced, because this is a manipulation. I usually don't use like the first 2 or 3 days worth of candles, because that's usually when there's the manipulation. So instead of using this, I'm going to use this as my high. So I never use these first 2-3 days worth of candles. I never use it. It's manipulation. So let's go fib retracement. Let's go magnet tool. Let's go from the very top to the very bottom. Regardless of where these are at, they're underneath my levels. So here, my first target, if I entered here, let's just say we entered above the white line. First target is 27%, which is underneath the 382. 382 is up here. If you wanted to, you could go up here. The only difference between 37% and 27% is time. That's the only difference. Because there is a very high chance that we're going to get rejected at this level. Price action may do something like this. Go up, down, up, down, up, down. It's my target. Gets rejected here because of this level that we just showed you. And then comes down, comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down. And now if you put it right underneath the 382, always do it underneath levels. Never do it on the level. You put it on the level, everyone else is on the level. You go underneath the level of resistance or your fib level, and you're actually in the front of the line. And then now your target hits. My target hit way over here. Your target hit a few days later, maybe a week later. The only difference between these targets is time. So here, my target is, next one is 66. You may have yours at 78. I'm getting my target hit a lot faster. A lot faster. Actually, I would have this one. No, I wouldn't have it yet. Yeah. Then the next one, same scenario. I'd have it about 92%, and you may have yours at 107, underneath your 786. The only difference is time. Then I'd have my last one over here at 119, and you would have yours probably up here, 144. Only difference is time. Hopefully that makes sense. I can throw up targets anywhere I want. The only difference is time. So what's the difference between me having targets of 12%, 18%, 25% versus 36%, 57%, 97%? What's the difference? Time. Oh, I knew my camera was going to go off. Dumb camera. Dumb camera. I'm over here holding up my fingers. Dumb camera. Let me see if the camera comes on again. Was I frozen for a little bit? I don't even know. Let's see here. So does that make sense as far as the only difference is time? Let me know. Okay, going down the list. Wow, thanks. Let's see here. Oh yeah. And that's the sad part. Like females, they have beauty as their worth for the most part, but that beauty goes away. Man, we have wealth. Our wealth goes away when we get divorced. Just saying. Half of it anyway. Let's see here. Going down the list. But that I can talk more about that on my channel. See here. Username says, Alexander G. Wild Things is a great movie. Tony the Tiger, great. And oh yeah, we also liked it for the acting too. Bingo Bango. Bingo and a bango. So I do believe that one gets a, what does that one get? Yeah. See here. Going down the list, going down the list. Oh, is that what's her face? She was in that movie? Barbed Wire? It sounded familiar. I've never seen that movie. It sounded familiar. So here. Okay, going down the list. Okay, Tracer Joe's username says, Tracer Joe, do you only stick to crypto? I think you've answered that before. No, I do. No, I only trade crypto, but you can trade anything you want. Like the way I'm teaching, you can, whoa, let me turn off my bright lights that hurt my eyes. So that's the benefit of not having the camera on, is now I can save my eyeballs. Save my eyeballs for the trend lines. But yeah, the stuff that I'm showing you can be applied to anything. It can be applied for crypto, can be applied for stocks, it can be applied for navigation, whether it's a sea or air, just plain. Don't do it. But yeah, so hopefully that made sense to everybody. I'm not sure if it did or not. I got a few responses. The only difference between the percentages of targets is time. That's the only difference. And it's funny too, because I'll see people put crazy high targets and they put them like 3-4 months ago and they hit when the market was good. And they're like, look guys, we nailed it. We nailed this, but we called this and we nailed it. It's like, yeah, man, you give it enough time, you're going to hit targets as long as it's bullish. Let's see. I remember Garbage Pail Kids. My sister, she would collect them, and I would sell them in school. I was a little entrepreneur. Story time. I would. So my aunt would give me a quarter, and we would go to the mall. This is when we're very young. We'd go to the mall, and they had a big old bouncing ball for a quarter. And I would buy it for a quarter, and she would give me like 4 quarters. So I'd buy 4 of them. And then I go to school and I'd sell them for 50 cents. Man, I'm making some money. And then now I have $2 plus $1 my aunt gives me for the next week. Now I buy more. Man, I literally diversified. I started out with the bouncing balls. By the end, when I got caught, the teacher, you can't be doing this and blah, blah. But at the end of the time, I had the bouncing balls in my little backpack. I had the bouncing balls. I had candy for sure. I had candy, and I don't know if I had like trading cards. I don't know if they were Garbage Pail Kids or what. It was some kind of cards. But man, like my backpack was a store. I'm an entrepreneur from day one. Let's go. See here, my slammer is bigger than yours. Okay, I'm gonna say yes. But story time. Let's see here. So you gotta go on the road. Oh yeah, no problem. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Here, story time. Hey, Shuby in the house. What's up, Shuby? Hey, I remember those huge bouncing balls. Yeah, you go to the mall and it was like a big old, like a candy dispenser, like bubblegum dispenser thing, but it was like oversized and it had all those big balls, and it was 25 cents. Let's see here. Okay, challenge accepted. But I was a little entrepreneur. All right, so now let's go to, well, let me see if my camera's working. Nope. Dumb camera. Dumb computer. Did I tell you that I hate this computer? I'm gonna start a GoFundMe. I'm gonna need $10,000. So whoever wants to donate, but I'll do it on my channel. $10,000, and I'm gonna get a cheap little $200 laptop, and then I'm gonna be all in jewelry and gold teeth. It's gonna be amazing. I tried to change my name to Charity once, but they wouldn't let me. So, when you want to donate to charity, boom, go to my account. Let's go. But couldn't do it. All right, moving on. Next, we're going to go to, okay. So let us look at liquidations and getting zeroed out. Let's use this for an example. Let's go and delete everything. Okay, let's not delete everything. Let's hide everything. Uh-oh. All set, says perm. So I'll have 10,000 for the perm and 10,000 for my computer. There you go. So let's do this. Let's hide this. Okay, so everything's hidden, maybe. All right. So let's say we are trading this. We're trading this coin. And let's say we're trading it. Let's say we're trading it. Let's say here. So let me use the replay button. That way, we don't cheat, even though I already know what happened. And you know what happened. But let's say, so here's the thing. The question was, your leverage trade, you add in and you end up getting liquidated. That's the question. So we're going to go in and look this through. So let's say we're looking at move and we want to do a leverage trade. We see this. We see we have a nice level right here, a very nice level. We see that we have a very nice level right here. And we wanted to break this level for sure. We want to break this level for sure. But we're here right now. Market's bullish at the moment. Everything's looking bullish. There's a really great chance we're going to break this. And then, of course, we have this level too. So we go ahead and enter the trade. We enter the trade, and this is our entry. So we enter the trade. Entries are always blue. We enter the trade. And let's say we're doing a 10x leverage. Okay, but we're not going to be doing percentages. This is I'm not going to draw it out. We're doing a 10x leverage. And the price, now here's the thing though. Here's the thing. We're scaling into the trade. We are not all in at once. We're scaling into the trade. So here, my thought process is total I have for this trade is $200. For me personally, the way I do this is I'll put $50 here just in case if it drops to this level and I lost like 50-60%, I can then put $100 right here. So my average entry, this is my entry at first, my average entry will come way down here, well, about here. But you know what? Since I only have this, no, I'm only going to do 100. So now my average entry is here. Price action now comes down and it's like, oh, crap. So my lower entry, I enter here. And so it reduces my average entry price to this. So as soon as I go up, I'm in profit. So that's great. Then it continues going up and continues going up. And then now the price goes up and up and up and does this number. And I'm in profit. I'm in great profit. I was going to draw all this out, but I'm really not now. Now, granted, my average entry is way down here. Then price goes up, and then it dumps a whole bunch. And then now it's going up again. Man, we're doing really great. So I decide to add, I get paid again. I'm making a lot of money here. I still have $50 left over from my initial 200. And now I get paid again. So now I have $200 that I can put into this trade. And this looks great. Everything's looking great. We're not breaking the lows. We just had a really nice dump and it looks like it's going up again. So now what I do is I put my 250 in here. Man, I'm going hard. This is going to be an amazing trade. I'm making bukus of money. The only problem is since I added so much here on the way up, just like how it reduced my average entry from here to here, now because I added 250, now my average entry is way up here. So if the price comes down, now I'm in negative. Versus if I would have left my average entry here and not added, well, I'm still positive. I'm still positive. If I wanted to, I could short. So now I'm hedge trading. So now I'm making money as it goes down. And then it comes up here. I get stopped out on my short. I made some money here and I'm still in the long because I got my average entry here. Versus if I added a bunch here, now my average entry is here. So as it comes down, I'm losing. I was like, oh crap. And my liquidation, let's just say my liquidation is right here. This is my liquidation. Put it in white. Now, in order for me to lower my entry, as price is coming down, now I have to put a lot of money in because right now I'm in $500. So in order for me to lower my liquidity, I have to minimum put $500. It's best if I could do $1,000. Because if I can do $1,000, well, then now it gets my liquidity and it shoves it down. And then let's say I entered here or added here, it gets my average cost down to maybe here. So that as soon as it comes up, I'm in profit now. So let me know if that made sense in reference to leverage trading, adding to your entry, and then getting liquidated to zero. If that made sense, put a +1 in the chat. If that did not make sense, put a +2 in the chat. Very important. Need to know if that made sense. Okay, username says Perm for Joe and a windbreaker suit. It's got to be bright too. Yes. The freshest tracksuit. There you go. You guys already know. Found the perfect one on Amazon for Joe. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Can you look at PI? I thought we did. Oh, I'm sorry. That was supposed to be our first one. Julian, I'm sorry. I thought that was my first one. I could have sworn I looked at it. Did I look at it? PI, USDT? Oh no, let's do USD because oh no, the USDT. What just happened? Oh, let's take off this data point. So yes. See here. Let's go PI, USDT. Let's see. My network. Okay, so for this one, we were looking at this. Price is right here. We wanted it to come up, then possibly come down, break this level. And then we can enter. Let's see here. It came up, came down a little bit, and then just shot up. Would I have entered if I was looking at this? I'm gonna say no. If the market was bullish, then yes, I would have entered. I'm kind of close, thinking that we might come down in here before going back up, just into a bullish market. But the market is not bullish, and it pumped, and I don't know. This pump looks fake to me. Like, why would it pump? No reason for it to. I mean, I can see you know, going up and down gradually, sure, but a pump, it looks a little fishy to me. It reminds me of a pump and a dump. Pump. If you wanted to, you could enter now. Let's see. You could enter now. Personally, I wouldn't. Loser always entries. You could enter now. I'm pretty sure it's going to come down, though. I'm pretty sure, because there's no reason for it to do what it did. To come down in here, and then let's just see, does it come down? And then maybe come up? Let's get rid of this. This is what I'm looking at, but let's delete this too. Yes. Oops. Or is it going to possibly pull back to here and then break the level of this and then go up? I don't think it'll do this. I think plan A, click it. Plan A. We'll get to the chat in just a moment, guys. Plan B. This is what I think. So I apologize if that one wasn't done earlier and requested earlier. See here. What's going on? It says selling while in profit practically reduces your average too. Really? I've never noticed that. I've never noticed that. Why would it reduce your entry or your average? I've never noticed that. I've never really looked. Uh-oh. I'm taking some profit now. Taking some profit. So let's come over here to my Bitcoin. Let's sell 50%. 58%, fine, whatever. Market. Close it. And let's move up my stop loss. I just moved up my stop loss. I'm probably get stopped out too. I moved up my stop loss underneath my 30 SMA. Let's put on our thingamabobs. I moved up my stop loss. This is my stop loss. I moved it up to 82,725. So underneath my 30 SMA. Like for safer, it should be underneath my VWAP, but I'm living on the edge. So right now I just took 58% of my entry. Took that off the table, which is good. And let's see here, going to some of the chat. Okay. Let's see here. Going in the list. Okay. Let's see, Julian says, I just got here, Joe, so you didn't miss it. Okay, cool. Okay, going down the list. Yeah, for me, like adding on the way down, I love doing that. Adding on the way up, I really don't like doing that. It's more for show because let's just say, oops. Gosh darn it. Let's say that you are up on a coin, percentage wise. Nope, that doesn't make sense. So let's say you're up on a coin, 90%. Oh my gosh, 90%. and price comes down, and then you want to add to it. So instead of closing out your trade, you want to put more money in. It'll reduce this to maybe 40%. So now when you enter the trade, you're automatically at 40%. It's just to show off. Like for me personally, I would just close out my trade, sell it off, and then re-enter right here. That way, it starts fresh again. But in reference to, this is what I sold. So I sold 119%. I still have money in there. It's granted, it's very little money, but I think it might come down, might stop me out. And we'll see. My stop loss is right here. So let's go ahead and delete this. Delete these. Then we're going to get back to the chat. All right. Here. Inflation numbers came in lower than anticipated, I thought, but I guess inflation isn't news anymore. It's tariffs. Yeah, so we had a pump on the inflation news, or, that it went lower, but it reversed and it took it all away. That small little pump, it took it all away. It was enough to liquidate not liquidate, but hit all my stop losses. I was in 3 shorts. It was just enough to stop loss hunt all my shorts. Except for like 1 or 2. So we got JB in the house. What's up, JB? Appreciate you, man, being here. See here. See, JB says, to whoever gifted me a sub 7 hours ago, thanks. Awesome. Very nice. Yeah, so JB, since you're a member of the Piper Academy YouTube member, you have access to the Discord. There's a portion for the YouTube members. And I believe it's today, Wednesday. I forget what time. Maybe it was at 1 or 6. I forget. Let me double check. Let me see if I can double check. Discord, Chart Prime. Events. Oh, it's Tuesday. So it's not Chart Prime, Piper Academy. Oh, they're doing it right now. Dang it. Oh, does it start at 5? So let's go ahead and finish the show. Let's go to, and you're a member now. So you can actually go into the Piper Academy Discord, members only Q&A, and Piper's there, and a bunch of other people are there too. So let's go ahead and finish this up. We're going to go there, and that's a huge benefit of being a YouTube member. So let me just catch up on the chat really quick. See, Julian says, question, what do you mean selling and profit reduces average? Yeah, I don't know about that. Let's see here. I'd have to, sell and then, and I didn't even check. Here. Virtuals now. Retro Mike, what's up, buddy? Keeps going down to, I know, man. I saw virtuals. So upset with that. Appreciate you, Joe. You're very welcome. Okay, it's on right now. All right. So everybody, let's go to the Piper Academy Discord and go to the members only Q&A. And since you're a YouTube member, you have access to that. All right. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Let's go raid Piper on the Piper members only Q&A.